team's performance, but I'm sure the sun will filter through in the days to come.
Yeah, cloud cover is 46%, and again temperature, the mercury dropping down to 22 degrees.
Long away, if they can reach up to the 30-minute mark, then they'll go 300 minutes without conceding a single goal, and that will be a magnificent achievement for a very young side in what has been a very competitive field across both groups. Look at the possession also in their favor, Nepal.
Incredible, I would say, the way they defended, and it's so hard to break them down. And this man should be given the credit, Balagopal Maharjan.
I know us commentators are meant to be impartial, but I will just share with Pallab what I specifically told our presenter Amreen going into this match, that my heart is with Nepal today, but somehow my head says Maldives. So what about you? Would you agree with that?
Yeah, of course, you have to, because in the last two meetings, Maldives have come out victors. One was the AFC Challenge Cup, and again the other one, international friendly.
This is good work though from Bimal Magar. Eventually got a shot or a pass going attempted with his right foot. It's still fallen for their possession. Hemant Gurung. Now Bimal Magar again curling this away towards the far corner. It has been picked up and kept in play. Good work. Could be a chance, a header as well, but far too long from Bikram Lama. However, good positive movements with lots of blue shirts going in.
Yeah, they're showing the courage to stand up and attack, and that is what he wants the header to be correct and wanted it to be towards the ground, not the way he tried, Bikram Lama.
I think one massive thing going in favor of Nepal is that statistic, the fact that they haven't conceded even once in this Bangabandhu Gold Cup 2016 presented by AB Bank, because remember, in a tournament like this, once you get to the knockouts, if you do not concede, then effectively you can take it through to a penalty shootout. So that is a massive obstacle which the Maldivians need to beat. If there's a team in this campaign which is expected to perhaps get the better of this defense, it would have to be the Red Snappers with their variety.
Yes, of course, and I think a lot of effort has been put in by Balagopal Maharjan for those penalty kicks. If he try to keep the game goalless up to 120 minutes.
All the way back to defense, Biraj Maharjan, the captain of this team, slipping it through in front, playing with a lot more width on the flanks than they normally operate. That is because of those interchanging positions, the likes of Bikram Lama, Hemant Gurung now on the ball, Vishal Rai, Anjan Bist also drops back from time to time. Here he is looking to release it for Bimal Magar, the man who got the winner against Sri Lanka, which was also their first victory in about 28 months in a competitive fixture in international football.
Yes, of course, and this team is looking, the Blues are definitely looking more cohesive.
Stabbed in front by their central defender. Now Robin Shrestha has some options inside the box. It just sells a dummy to the Maldives defense, who are also looking to now defend in good numbers. Up against them, Anjan Bist. Header attempted, and again putting pressure is Navyug Shrestha, using his body quite effectively. Quite a strong lad, and tries his best to make sure with his pace as well as his strength that he can hold off all challenges from the Maldives defenders. So an interesting game of cat and mouse, still in its 20th minute. No clear-cut chances perhaps, but both teams are getting close every now and then, but looking to rebuff the others' attacks. All three attempts thus far in fact have come in from Nepal. However, this is Hassan Naiz trying a through ball, but well handled by the left back Robin Shrestha.
The Nepalese defending is rock solid. They're leaving no lacuna at all at the back four, and that is making things difficult. They have to play more passes, the Red Snappers.
Ahmad Abdullah, who's one of the more impressive right backs in this entire tournament. So 2/3 of possession has been for the Gorkhalis. At the moment though, they need to defend this well, because Abdullah can send in some useful crosses. The first header finds his own teammate Vishal Rai. Now Bimal Magar slipping it through, looking to work a 1-2. Delightful work, and this time brought down. Will be a free kick. Handy position for Nepal to have possession in.
Yeah, he's a brilliant stuff. You've seen him this SAF Cup as well. And he got a only goal that Nepal had scored in this edition of the Bangabandhu Gold Cup.
He must have fond memories, particularly of playing against the opposition that normally plays here at the Bangabandhu National Stadium, because he made his debut against Bangladesh on the 20th of September in 2012 when he was just 14 years of age. So one of the 6th youngest debutants in international football. This is a delightful free kick. It's been received. Appeals for a handball. The referee is having a close look at it, but he hasn't given any decision. So in his opinion, if there was something, it was perhaps accidental. Heman Gurung blasts this across. And Nepal perhaps again having a very close whiff of goal. Balgopal Marjan is not too impressed.
Oh, it's all happening in the Maldives. Deep defense inside the box. That was again a lot of pressure tactics applied by the Nepal boys. And just look at that. Was it? Yeah, of course. It was. Definitely the Omanis referee had overlooked that. Saif had handled that ball. Involuntary though.
Absolutely. So the only benefit of doubt perhaps, maybe he was looking at the situation of the game. Was it a goal-bound move? And remember, the possession did then fall to Nepal, so perhaps he was just playing advantage and would have rolled it back had there been perhaps a foul or something follow-up which could have been deemed as unlucky for Nepal. But here they come once again. The Gorkhalis are looking red hot at the moment, even though they are wearing blue today. They changed colors because they are the designated away team today. Another cross in, takes a deflection. First corner now for Nepal, and it will be the diminutive midfielder Heman Gurung who's heading over to take it with his left foot.
The way the Nepalese boys are playing and Balagopal boys are playing, they shouldn't at all be unhappy. They are putting up a brilliant fight here at the Bangabandhu National Stadium.
And in fact, if they can score first, I think from a neutral's perspective, that could be the best thing for this match. Because we will then see the best of Maldives moving forward. Till now they have been a bit cagey, not really committed too much to attack. Heman Gurung with a useful cross in, but so well defended. The final header coming in from Fazir Ali. And now Mohammad Saif looking to initiate the fight back, but again possession falls for the team playing in blue today. Aditya Chaudhary in a very advanced position tells you how confidently Nepal are now proceeding in this match. Attempting to find Bikram Lama, still will fall for possession for Nepal. Anjan Bist all the way back.
Well, I would say that right now the Maldives boys somehow losing a little bit of focus here. Maga.
Yes, Bimal very well switched the way that he looked to convert it to the right flank. That's where Navayug Shrestha is waiting. He's been another tireless worker for them today. Had perhaps the best opportunity of scoring. Came closest as well. Now this is beautifully received by Robin Shrestha, but a good bit of defending, this time from Nasheed Ahmed. Tells you how much of an effort is being employed by the Maldives team to try and keep themselves in this match.
A lot of physicality there. And Ricky Herbert is a bit tense. He's walking in the technical area because a lot of pressure had to be put on by Nasir.
Nepal bench, also a set of youngsters basically. Somebody like a Jagajit Shrestha. We haven't seen him since the first match, but he is somebody who's capable of coming back and making a massive difference. We've also seen the youngsters, the likes of Ranjan Bist, Suman Lama across the last two matches. So lots of youth and lots of exuberance. Not many of them have a lot of high-level experience.
And a lot of talent as well. But as you are mentioning, if Nepal can score, the trend of the tournament has been the side scoring first has never lost as far as the second semi-final this is.
So we're still looking for a fight back in this Bangabandhu Gold Cup 2016 presented by AB Bank, and we're still looking for a goal in this, the second semi-final. Yesterday's match was settled by an injury time first half goal, a rather fortuitous goal, but that's the way that the game does sometimes fall out. There was a cross, harmless looking cross which was sent in, but the Bangladesh goalkeeper Shahidul Alam Sohail just made a bit of meal of things, went a little casually with one hand, and there was a tremendous finish, it must be said, from Ibrahim Al Houthi, which took Bahrain into their maiden final in the Bangabandhu Gold Cup 2016. So what's happened is, in this fourth edition, we've already lost the defending champions, we've also lost the defending runners-up, so now we are assured of new finalists and a new champion.
Of course, the trophy going to a new country again.
So which of these two South Asian rivals will be able to stake a claim on that trophy, at least put one hand on it. Nasheed Ahmed looking to move forward but loses out on possession.
But again, in the post-match conference, what the assistant of Marjan Eid said, that we never thought we would travel this far, and now we have the eyes set on the grand finale.
It's always a pleasant surprise, I suppose, to exceed your expectations, but especially for a young side which Bahrain have brought along, what a massive bonus for them. And expect them to play the same way in the final as well, without any pressure. Just the way that we predicted Nepal might approach today's match, because they are the underdogs on paper at least, and they are certainly showing that they are playing without any pressure, because their primary goal was to reach this last four, and this is what they've already done.
At times this is a big advantage for the underdogs, if at all you have one at the start of the match.
Biraj Mahajan with a clearance, but not a very strong one. It has been picked up by Ismail Isa, the man from Mazia, and the man that they call Messi has had a terrific impact all the way through this Bangabandhu Gold Cup 2016, and has played each and every match and more or less each and every minute of them.
Yes, and again, there wouldn't be many goals here today on Vision, because this is going to be a very tight tactical battle.
What's also happened is, along the way, both these teams have also picked up a lot of admirers among the locals. Have seen the Maldives team in particular get some rousing receptions. Yesterday, after Bahrain beat the Bangladesh team, they were given a rousing reception, took a victory lap of this Bangabandhu National Stadium. So really, for me, the champions of the Bangabandhu Gold Cup 2016, presented by AB Bank, have already been crowned, and they have been the football-loving public of this football-crazy country, Bangladesh.
Yes, of course, and these spectators have been standout. They have been just brilliant.
Offside flag goes up against the man looking to bomb down from the right, Anjan Bist. In fact, Vishal Rai this time straying into an offside position. So lots of interplaying of positions. Vishal Rai normally starts in the central of midfield.
And this was a long ball put in. Vishal had taken a start, maybe inches, beating the last line of defense, and that is, of course, a good decision.
This is Qasim Samam, the man from Mazia, getting his first opportunity. Their regular centre-backs haven't made this trip across to India, and that has been quite beneficial for both him as well as Ali Samu. This is his second start. Otherwise, they've had different defenders across all matches. Now, a shot from long range, not getting it on target. But this is better from Maldives. If they can have a few more spells of play like this, perhaps they'll be able to construct more meaningful moves.
Yes, that was a quick shot taken by Hassan Naiz from pretty much out. But Bikash Kutu is totally focused, and he had the near post covered. So scoreline still reading: Maldives 0, Nepal 0, and we are into the half mark nearly.
Passing it around in the midfield, hoping to just construct an attack quite in a patient manner, but giving it away. Some good pressure applied here by the Maldives side. Imaz, as he often does, swapping flanks now. He's looking to attack from the right side, starts from the left normally.
They are now the third quarter of the first session, and this is going to be absolutely critical. I predict that the Maldives might be putting on a little more pressure.
Well, they've got to think of a plan B, because Nepal are looking very organized in defense. Their back four is very disciplined. They rarely leave their lines at all. And that's why Maldives are taking their time in looking to construct this attack. But in the meantime, when the clock ticks over to 30, it will mean that Bikesh Kutu, the outstanding goalkeeper of Nepal, now has gone 300 minutes without conceding a single goal.
Oh, take a bow. And again, they enjoy the lion's share in the possession as well.
It's been a positive start. They are not looking to play like underdogs, that's for sure. Here go Nepal once again moving forward. Vishal Rai on with a touch. There goes down, but advantage played by the referee from Oman. This is a ball slipped through. It's a chance for Vimal. Comes off the near post, still a chance, and it's been finished off by Navayuk Shrestha. 31st minute strike. What an outstanding goal here. Nepal lead, and you cannot call it against the run of play, because they've had lion's share of possession. They've had almost all the shots on goal, and they've finally been rewarded for all this effort here.
Could you believe it? The underdogs, the boys from the Mountain Kingdom have done it, because they were showing in flashes. What a brilliant move there. Bimal Magar, all credit His left footer striking the upright. Just ricochet, and such a brilliant follow-up there from Navayuk Shrestha. That 25-year-old man from Army puts Nepal up, and now things are going to be absolutely lively.
Let's take a close look at this. Could it be a own goal perhaps? Because he was looking to make a clearance there. It was perhaps Qasim Saman, but nevertheless, Navayuk Shrestha will get the credit for that. The last touch might well have come off him. However, the important thing, this is a knockout match, and now, as we were mentioning, Maldives have to respond, and they have to find those equalizers and possibly winning goals. But to win it in clear time, Ricky Herbert just shakes his head that they need to score two. Just undone by a beautiful piece of work, the first through ball, and then what a stupendous burst of pace from Bimal Magar, showing why he's such a talented young player.
Yes, that burst of speed, that totally foxed the entire defense of Maldives. And now, is it celebration time? Too early, rather.
Well, they're popping a few soft drink cans, that's for sure, in celebration for the first goal, as indeed they should, because Nepal, remember, don't traditionally score a lot of goals. They scored one goal in international competitive football after a long time against India at the SAF Championship recently. They scored first, eventually lost 4-1. They also scored one in this competition against Sri Lanka, and now they've got only their third inside the last 28 months. So it doesn't come very often for Nepal, but when they do, they are able to capitalize on it. They are past masters at keeping a clean sheet, as they've shown right through 2015.
And again, Bimal Karti Magar taking part in both the goals that Nepal have got in this Bangabandhu Gold Cup.
Indeed, the first goal was also scored by off his feet, and it was a terrific cut in from the left. Now this time Bikesh Kutu comes out of his line. 27th goal has been scored. Well, the sweets are coming out. They are being passed around. So it is celebratory time at the moment, and I'm sure all of the football fans who are watching this around the world, Paul, Nepal has massive fan following. Nepal football, I should say. They would be celebrating as well.
Though premature, though, they have to wait and watch, because you don't believe these islanders, they can create havoc.
Just turning the form book upside down, and Balgopal Mahajan now knows that his task is relatively simpler. If they can keep up their defensive solidity they have shown in previous games, then they are going through for who would have thought Nepal against Bahrain in the final of the Bangabandhu Gold Cup 2016 presented by AB Bank. Two teams that perhaps we didn't even conceive of as semi-finalists to begin with, given that they were both in very competitive groups.
Yes, the champion had gone back, the hosts are out, so now it is a new champion again to be crowned here at the Bangabandhu National Stadium. But the match on.
Just a little bit of a tumbling tackle there, which has brought a free kick for Maldives. They need to be patient here. They need to realize that there's still a long way to go in this game. Still 56 minutes in it, so every chance that they can come back, and with the players of experience, they will be expected now to bear the burden, Paul, of the likes of Ismail Isa, Hassan Naiz, Ahmad Imaz, as well as Ali Ashad really have to pull their weight.
Yes, again, and bit of advantage for the side reaching the final from this particular match, because maybe the manager, Marian E, might be in the stands due to disciplinary action, because he was given a marching order in the first semi-final.
I'm sure they'll be watching quite eagerly wherever they are. If not at the stadium, certainly at the hotel. 68% possession. And this is what Maldives need to be careful of. No point in giving away these set pieces.
That was Viraj Mahajan, Anjan based, but again, why? Why that? You have to score goal, Fazir.
No cards as yet in the second semi-final, so it's been a fairly clean match in that sense, but Nepal have really sprung a bit of a pleasant surprise, but no surprises in the sense that they have dominated large parts of this first half and have created the more open chances for the two teams, and the defending, as always, has been absolutely spotless. Navayuk Shrestha, the goal scorer, splits it out to the right. This is Anjan Bist. Now a cross comes in. Three players converging. Anything could have happened there. Vishal Rai got first to it. Unfortunately for him though, his header not quite on target from the attacking midfielder from Manang FC.
Divine, I'm surprised. Look at the paucity of the defenders there. Just 2 against 3. Anything would have happened. Just little touch would have created some magic there, and a second goal could have sealed the tie.
Yes, there's just a little bit of hesitancy in the defensive third, and that's what Maldives are not known for, it must be mentioned. Because while they have scored 6 goals, they've also kept themselves quite compact at the back. Only conceded 2 in the first match against Cambodia, and then 1 rather poor defensive lapse in the last game against Bahrain. Otherwise a clean sheet against the Bangladesh Olympic side. A shot from long range, this time on the bounce, so no problems at all in terms of collection. But this is turning out to be a red hot performance from the Gurkhalis, the Reds as they're called, today playing in blue.
Yes, of course, and they are taking it chest on. Absolutely incredible performance so far. Enjoying the majority of possession, having taken more shots at the goal, having converted it. So it's all a dream start for the Nepal side.
And the 3 frontmen are working extra hard for their team, the likes of Bimal Kartimagar, Navayug Shrestha, the goal scorer, as well as Anjan Bist, from time to time dropping back. Lots of interchange at play as well. Vishal Rai pops up in front. Bikram Lama from time to time also gets into goal scoring position. So they are looking like a well-oiled unit, and from here it's getting quite difficult for Maldives. I won't be surprised if they make a few personnel changes perhaps at half-time.
I think the first thing that Ricky Herbert would be getting back to the locker room to talk to the boys, ask them to stay focused. They can't lose it at this part.
Anjan Bist, quite a heavily strapped right knee, but playing on in spite of that. That's the advantage of youth as well. They can play through moderate amounts of pain, especially when the prize is so massive. Getting to play in the final of the Bangabandhu Gold Cup 2016 presented by AB Bank, and they know, both teams would know, that with all due respect to Bahrain, perhaps the prospect of facing them is a bit easier than the prospect of facing a red-hot Bangladesh team in front of their own fans.
Devan will try and show you one of the close-ups of the Nepalese players. I think they have started to believe that they can. Yes, we can.
Absolutely, lots of youth. Ananta Tamang has been outstanding all the way through, one of those key members of the defensive unit. Remember, they haven't conceded even once. Now, across 308 minutes, Anjan has also worked very hard for his team. They have this free kick to defend though. Let's take a look at that first. Going in for the far corner, header attempted, but not getting anywhere close to it. Ali Ashad.
This is not the way that they can break down the Maldives boys. They have to try and get a plan B working.
Both players contesting for the throw-in, eventually given in the favour of the Red Snappers, will be taken by the experienced Fazir Ali. They really need a big reaction from Ricky Herbert's men. Nasheed Ahmed, who as we mentioned before has now swapped flanks with Imaz, playing on the left as a result. I've seen him come up with some outstanding moves. Now this is Ismail Issa. Perhaps it's up to the man they call Messi.
Nasheed had scored, if you remember, that goal against India in the semi-final. No, Maldives losing out 2-3 in that match.
That of course was the SAF Championship, where Maldives have made a habit of at least making it through to the semi-finals, even won it all the way back in 2008 when they co-hosted it with Sri Lanka. The final of course was played in Colombo. Yet again, 2 players believing that the throw-in should go in for them, and the referee just comes in and has a little word about some pushing and shoving before that.
Yes, that is the bone of contention. Bit of pushing there. He's got a strapped, oh, he can't do that. Because he's got a strapping there, Anjan Bist.
Yeah, after all that, it was a bit surprising to see the Oman referee actually have more of a word of caution for Anjan Bist, because he looked like the one who was the victim rather than the perpetrator there.
Well, I feel he's left the cards back in the hotel room.
Still 2/3 possession in favour of Nepal, everything in their favour. The VIPs, some are representatives of governance as well as of the Bangladesh Football Federation. Really having a gala time, having some great food as well.
Well, Bangladesh right now are out of this tournament, but there was so much of dream put in that they would make it to the grand finale which comes up on 22nd of January this Friday.
So which of these two teams will keep a date with Bahrain? It's going to be an outstanding feast of football, irrespective of who gets there. But for the moment, Nepal are just showing all the guts, all the gumption, all the running in this match, and Maldives are looking a little short on ideas, and perhaps they will be awaiting that half-time whistle to come back a little reorganized and throw everything at their opposition.
Yeah, they have got the better of exchanges, have dominated the midfield, have used their flanks, used their exuberance, the speed, what not.
Well, one thing worth considering, although I don't think Ricky Herbert will be looking for any excuses, but remember that coming from Group A, the Maldives team perhaps, or rather the Nepal side, had a little extra day of rest because their engagements in the league phase got over one day earlier. And Maldives played the following day. However, they will not be searching for those excuses at all because they've got to give it all in the remaining 48 minutes.
And one more thing which has to be noted, that the Nepalese boys didn't have that much of injury problem which most of the other side had faced.
Robin Shrestha pops this one up, straight up in the air. First to it was Bikram Lama, so they are also winning the aerial tussles. That's something that one would have expected Maldives to dominate. But even in midfield, again losing out on possession, Ismail Issa. Oh, crunching tackle, winning the ball though, Ali Ashad. So that worked in his favour against Anjan Bist. Now, possession for Nepal again. Heman Gurung, lovely little player, great magic on his feet, the way that he releases the ball as well. In an onside position, Bimal Magar again timing his run to perfection. Gets some support from the left, but cannot release the ball to Robin Shrestha, who's in an offside position. Oh, this time given away. It's the goal scorer. Goes for a shot. Doesn't miss by much. Navayug Shrestha is really having the game of his life today, Pallam.
And again, he could have finished that. Did it in a bit of hurry, and he even cannot believe it. Beat the defender, took a right footer, instep, and Faisal had it covered, but just shooting off the far post.
Plays for the Army, made his debut in August 2015 against India in Pune in a goalless draw. And he's also experienced the joy of scoring his first international goal. Now a chance! Oh, terrific strike! What a bit of goalkeeping though from Bikesh Kutu. Outstanding football all around. What a strike from Ismail Issa and a super save there.
And this is where he is called the Leo Messi of Maldives. Little ricochet, Imaz took a right footer, it was spot on. And look at Bikesh Kutu, brilliant save. Jumping at the right time, the spot jump, absolutely 10 on 10.
Sending this one in towards the edge of the half from where they were hoping to fashion an attack, but instead might be caught on the counter. Pacey stuff going on at the Bangabandhu National Stadium as we are into the last minute of regulation time. Gasim somehow need to just reorganize themselves, particularly in defense now, Maldives. They are looking good when moving forward, especially when Ismail Issa gets on the ball. So there's every chance that they can score goals, but they must watch out for the counter, the swift counter of the Nepal boys.
Here's some strong words from the Oman referee. But Ismail Issa, it's quite surprising. We haven't seen much of him in the first session, except that brilliant right footer which he had taken. 1 minute of added time. So that's all to settle score in the first session of play.
There's just some physicality on display, but no fouls, or rather no cards shown as yet by the referee from Oman. But this has been terrific. Just the performance of the Nepal boys, as well as the support that they're getting from a sparse but fairly sporting crowd today at the Bangabandhu National Stadium. And who knows, maybe this will carry them through to their maiden Bangabandhu Gold Cup 2016 final.
Yes, and again, should they win, they could even outclimb the tall mountains that this mountain kingdom belongs to. Nepal 1, Maldives 0.
Nepal's previous participation, the only one in the Bangabandhu Gold Cup, was back in 1999. They lost 2-1 to the Ghana Olympic team, who were the eventual runners-up, and they also lost to the Uzbekistan League 11 1-0. So 2 close defeats there, but this time they've more than made up for it. They haven't conceded a single goal, and they have got one crucial goal in this semi-final against the favourites Maldives. So all dice is loaded in the favour of the Gorkhalis at half-time. Terrific performance from them, and just a little bit of frustration from Ahmed Imaz, the way that he threw that ball suggests that Maldives are really feeling the pressure and will need to come up with a superb reaction in the second half. The first half belonged to the Nepal side, there's no doubt about it, created the better chances, played the better brand of football, and also got their just reward in the shape of a goal from Navayug Shrestha in the 31st minute. And that's why these fireworks at the moment are all in favour of these fans of the Gorkhalis.
And they're enjoying it. Brilliant stuff by the Nepal boys. Before they walk back to the locker room, they go for that customary huddle. That shows the spirit in the team, the cohesion. And should they make it, it would be a huge thing. Half-time score, Maldives 0, Nepal 1. And a more exciting second session of play is shortly away.
This is what happened in these first 45 minutes, and you will see a lot of Nepal attacking in these highlights. Himan Gurung with that free kick, which was well collected by Faisal. But this was one of the early signs that Navayug is one player to watch out for today.
Yes, and nobody thought of this, that they would be attacking at this particular speed. And that was brilliant. Bimal Ghati's shot, and Navayug taking that ricochet, putting it at the perfect spot.
He's brave attacking because he was accompanied by a defender, but just kept his wits about him and made sure that he got in. And it's all about getting your feet in there first, and that's what Navayug Shrestha realized, I'm sure. And even later on had another great chance, and the only substantial opportunity fell for Ismail Isa. But try and beat this man if you can. He was pumped, wasn't he, Bikesh Kutu?
Yes, of course, and how the things ran. Nepal totally in favor of them. More shots on goal, and they're doing it brilliantly. So, at the second semi-final of this Bangabandhu Gold Cup, Nepal up by a goal. Keep watching. Exciting second half coming up.
ডাকে সুদিন ডাকে বিজয় এভাবেই বুঝি হয় সম্ভাবনার দুর্নিবারে জীবনের জয় আমাদের বন্ধন সুতীব্র স্পন্দন বিশ্বাসে প্রতিদিন
AB Bank, first of many firsts. 33 years of successful banking.
ফিল্ম খাওয়ার জন্য ফিল্মের কাজ হলো দর্শককে হলে টেনে আনা। ছোট ভাই কি বুঝলা যে?
বুঝলাম, বিস্কুটটা খুব ভালো। যখনই বকওয়াস তখনই মুখে দিন গোল্ড মার্কেট সুগার কোটেড কুরমুরে বিস্কুট পপস। 5 টাকার কুরমুরে পপস, সব বকওয়াস বন্ধ।
সাফল্যের ধারাবাহিকতায় মেগা ডিজিটাল স্কেলের পাশাপাশি মেগা এবারে বাজারে নিয়ে এসছে মেগা পাওয়ার টুলস। এক কথায় মেগাই বাজারের সেরা। অ্যানালগের দিন শেষ, মেগা পাওয়ার টুলস এ বাংলাদেশ।
একটা ভুল হয়ে গেছিল স্যার, এইবার শাইন লাগাই দিছি আর 1 ফোঁটা পানিও অপচয় হইব না।
1 ফোঁটা পানিও নষ্ট হতে দেব না। তাই তো সম্পূর্ণ লিক প্রুফ প্রযুক্তিতে আমরা তৈরি করেছি দারুণ সব ডিজাইনের শাইন বাথরুম ফিটিংস। শাইন, পানির অপচয় প্রশ্নই ওঠে না।
পানি নিয়ে ভাবনা আর না হেড রোল পাম্প আছে আর কি ভাবনা।
একটু সবাই বলে
পানি নিয়ে ভাবনা আর না পেট্রোল পাম্প আছে আর নেই ভাবনা।
অধিকাংশ পুরুষের ক্ষেত্রেই ড্যান্ড্রাফ আক্রমণ করে বারবার। নতুন ক্লিয়ার অ্যাক্টিভেট করে আপনার স্ক্যাল্পের স্বাভাবিক সুরক্ষা স্তর আর আপনাকে রাখে ড্যান্ড্রাফ প্রুফ।
Clear men, dandruff proof. I have nothing to hide.
মেগা ডিজিটাল স্কেল মাপ নির্ণয় বাজারের সেরা, যেমন মজবুত তেমনি টেকসই। আবার প্রাইস কাউন্টিং এর সুবিধা রয়েছে। শিল্পাল্লার দিন শেষ, মেগা ডিজিটাল স্কেলে বাংলাদেশ।
বিয়েটা করবে বুনিও ইস্তিয়ার পাশে দোকানও দিতে সবই তো করলাম, তা কি বুঝলি? বুঝলাম, বিস্কুটটা খুব ভালো।
যখনই বকওয়াস তখনই মুখে দিন গোল্ড মার্কেট সুগার